Have you ever taken a step and felt a sudden, terrifying jolt of fear, wondering if you'd lose your balance and plummet to the ground? For countless older adults, this worry isn't just a fleeting thought. It's a bone-chilling daily reality. A fall sends someone to the emergency room every 11 seconds in the United States. That's right, every single 11 seconds. But imagine this, what if you could walk with unshakable confidence, completely free from that nagging, dreadful anxiety, simply by making a few small changes today? We're thrilled to share 5 powerful walking tricks that have dramatically transformed the lives of thousands, just like Eleanor from Oregon, helping them reclaim their precious freedom and the sheer joy in every single step they take. Please, stick around until the very end to discover these easy, life-changing tips, because you absolutely deserve to move safely and boldly, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it. Before we dive in, I would be so grateful if you'd give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps me continue to spread these vital lessons for healthy aging. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with the number 1. If, for any reason, you didn't find it helpful, please comment with the number 0 to let me know how I can create even better content for you in the future. Now, let's get started with our first incredible tip. 1. Scan 4 steps ahead with your eyes. In our passionate journey to empower older adults to stay safe and incredibly confident while walking, one of the simplest, yet most profoundly effective changes you can make is the Scan 4 steps ahead technique. This small, easy-to-implement trick makes an enormous difference in slashing your risk of falls, a terrifying problem that sends an older adult to the emergency room in the United States every single 11 seconds. With this method, instead of staring down at your feet, as if they hold the secrets of the universe, or letting your eyes wander aimlessly at the scenery around you, we strongly encourage you to focus your gaze about 4 steps ahead. This allows you to spot potential obstacles early, giving you the crucial extra time to react. This not only helps you avoid hidden dangers that could send you tumbling, but it also builds a powerful sense of confidence, making each step feel more secure and sure-footed. Picture this. You're strolling down a familiar street, perhaps enjoying a beautiful day, when suddenly, a small rock, a cracked section of sidewalk, or a stray electrical cord appears in your path. If you're fixated on the ground right beneath your nose, or completely distracted by what's going on around you, chances are you'll miss these treacherous hazards. The devastating result could be a painful stumble, not only hurting your body but also deeply impacting your spirit and your independence. But with a simple 4-step scan, you give your brilliant brain precious time to process information. 4 steps is the absolute sweet spot. It's close enough to see the ground clearly, but far enough ahead for your body to intelligently adjust your stride, subtly change direction, or brace for any unexpected uneven patches. It's a tiny, almost effortless tweak to your routine, yet it puts you in significantly better control of your surroundings, dramatically cutting down the chance of those frightening mishaps. Let's take the inspiring story of Patricia, a vibrant 72-year-old from Oregon, as a crystal-clear example of this tip's incredible power. After 2 nasty falls, one right in her own kitchen and another on her driveway, Patricia's confidence took a serious nosedive. She used to absolutely adore her peaceful walks through her backyard, but the uneven paths, often littered with gravel, stray garden cords, and low-hanging branches, became a constant source of dread. Every single step she took carried the heavy weight of fear of another painful tumble. Yet, when Patricia learned to diligently scan 4 steps ahead, everything started to dramatically shift. Instead of nervously gazing at the ground right under her feet, she purposefully focused on the path just ahead. This simple change allowed her to easily spot those sneaky stray cords or bumpy patches on her beloved trail. After just a few weeks of consistent practice, Patricia not only skillfully dodged several close calls, but she also felt remarkably bolder and more secure with each and every step. Her cherished backyard wasn't a dreaded danger zone anymore. It transformed back into a peaceful sanctuary where she could once again savor those precious moments of tranquility. Practicing this technique doesn't take much effort at all. You can start right at home, perhaps in a hallway or even in your own yard, where things feel wonderfully familiar and safe. Try walking slowly, consciously keeping your eyes fixed about 4 steps ahead. At first, it might feel a little unusual, but after just a few tries, it will become as natural as breathing. Over time, you'll undoubtedly notice that you're not just walking more safely, but you're also feeling significantly more at ease and completely in control. If you've ever experienced that heart-stopping moment of tripping over something you simply didn't see in time, this 4-step scan is absolutely the key to stopping those terrifying moments from ever happening again. Give it a shot, right now. Feel the incredible change. A small step taken today can keep you steady and strong on the long and beautiful road ahead. 2. Step from heel to toe. In our ongoing quest to help our wonderful seniors stay safe, incredibly confident, and vibrantly healthy while walking, one of the simplest yet remarkably effective techniques is to consciously focus on taking each step from heel to toe. This easy-to-apply tip requires absolutely no special gear or complex skills, but it can make a truly significant difference in drastically reducing your risk of falls, a serious issue that sadly impacts thousands of older adults, with a frightening emergency room visit occurring every 11 seconds across the United States. Instead of shuffling your feet like you're trying to sneak across a creaky floor, stepping flat-footed without any regard for proper foot placement, or simply moving without any conscious thought to how your feet are landing, we strongly encourage you to deliberately roll your foot from your heel to your toe with each and every stride. This small, yet powerful change not only dramatically boosts your balance, but it also engages the crucial muscles in your legs, your feet, and even your core more effectively, helping you move with greater stability and control, and fostering a wonderful sense of assurance with every single step you take. Picture yourself walking, perhaps with a habit of dragging your feet, especially when you're feeling tired, stressed, or maybe just not paying full attention. This common style, often called shuffling, can unfortunately make you much more prone to tripping, slipping, or losing your precious balance. When you plant your feet down flat or don't lift them high enough off the ground, your body misses out on the natural strength and support provided by your calf, thigh, and abdominal muscles. This significantly raises your chance of accidents, from minor stumbles that can shake your confidence to more severe falls that can have serious consequences. In stark contrast, the heel-to-toe technique offers a whole new and empowering approach. By allowing your heel to gently touch the ground first, and then smoothly rolling your weight forward to your toes, you actively engage a chain of vital muscles, starting from your feet, moving up through your calves and thighs, and even reaching your core. This deliberate motion helps keep your posture properly aligned, significantly lowers your risk of falling, and gives you a wonderful sense that each step you take is more secure and grounded. Plus, it actually helps you use your energy more efficiently, making walking feel less taxing and much more comfortable, even over longer distances. The reason this method works so incredibly well is that it intelligently taps into the natural design of your feet and your entire body. Your feet are beautifully built with arches that provide essential support for balance and effectively absorb impact, but shuffling or taking flat steps unfortunately bypasses these incredible benefits. By consciously rolling from your heel to your toe, you not only dramatically enhance your stability, but you also actively strengthen key muscles, helping to counteract the natural physical decline that is often seen in older adults. This is absolutely crucial, as our muscles and coordination can naturally weaken with age, making it progressively harder to maintain our balance. The heel-to-toe technique is like a gentle, built-in workout, effectively training your body without ever needing a gym or any complex routines. The wonderful result? You walk much safer, you feel noticeably stronger, you enjoy better posture, and you experience less fatigue after each and every trip. The inspiring story of Beverly, a determined 72-year-old from Oregon, clearly demonstrates the profound power of this simple tip. After 2 painful falls, one in her kitchen when she tragically slipped on a wet floor, and another on her driveway when she heartbreakingly tripped over a rock, Beverly nearly gave up on walking altogether. She used to absolutely love her leisurely strolls around her backyard, but the constant fear of falling transformed her movements into cautious, hesitant shuffles, ironically making her feel even more unsafe, especially on the uneven paths in her yard. When she was introduced to the heel-to-toe method, Beverly was understandably skeptical at first. She had walked her own way for so many decades, and the thought of changing such an ingrained habit sounded difficult, even a little odd. But with remarkable persistence, she decided to give it a try, starting with slow, deliberate steps right in her own backyard. Beverly focused intently on each stride, consciously feeling her heel make contact with the ground first, and then smoothly rolling her weight forward to her toes, as if her foot were a gentle, supportive ramp. At first, it felt a little awkward and unnatural, but she diligently practiced every single day, even if it was just for a few minutes at a time. Within just a few days, she noticed a significant shift. Her steps grew remarkably steadier, as if she were purposefully planting her feet with newfound intention. She no longer felt that terrifying shakiness on the rougher paths, and her posture even started to improve. She stood taller, her shoulders more relaxed. After just a few weeks of consistent practice, Beverly felt a wonderful surge of strength in her body, like she had tapped into a hidden reserve she never knew she possessed. More importantly, she began to truly enjoy walking again, completely free from the constant, debilitating dread of falling. This simple technique not only kept her physically safer, but it also brought back a profound sense of control and a renewed joy in every single stride she took. Applying this incredibly helpful tip is straightforward, and you can start practicing anywhere, right now. You don't need a large space or any special props, just a comfortable pair of shoes and a little bit of patience with yourself. Try walking slowly indoors, perhaps down a hallway, or in your yard, consciously focusing on how your feet make contact with the ground. Visualize your foot as a smooth ramp, gently shifting your weight from your heel to your toe, smoothly and without rushing. If it feels a little tricky at first, just begin with a few minutes of practice each day, mindfully noting each step and how your body moves. For an extra boost, lightly engage your core muscles to help you stay upright and stable. It might feel a little unnatural at first, but with consistent practice, it will absolutely become second nature, and you'll find yourself walking with a newfound sense of ease and confidence. Another fantastic perk of this method is that it actually allows you to walk for longer distances without feeling as tired. By using your muscles more efficiently, you conserve precious energy, making those longer trips much more doable. This is especially wonderful if you want to stay active and maintain your health as you age. Plus, consciously focusing on your steps can bring a welcome sense of mental clarity, helping you relax and truly enjoy the journey instead of constantly worrying about what might happen. If you've noticed that you tend to shuffle your feet or walk without a clear rhythm, please give this technique a try. Just a few minutes of daily practice will show you remarkable changes, not just in your physical safety, but also in the sheer joy of moving. Just like Beverly, you can absolutely regain your confidence and rediscover your love for walking. Each step you take will become a testament to your own strength and resilience. Start today, and let the heel-to-toe technique guide you towards a healthier and happier path. If you are still watching this video and finding these incredibly valuable lessons useful, please leave a comment below with the number 1 to let me know that you are still here with me. Thank you so much for your valuable time. 3. Pause and maintain balance every 20 steps. In our unwavering quest to help seniors stay safe, incredibly confident, and fiercely independent while walking, one of the simplest yet remarkably effective techniques is to intentionally pause and consciously maintain your balance every 20 steps. This easy-to-do trick requires absolutely no special tools or dedicated spaces, but it can make a truly huge difference in dramatically reducing your risk of falls, a serious issue that sadly impacts thousands of older adults, with someone tragically rushed to the emergency room every 11 seconds due to a fall. This powerful method simply asks you to stop after every 20 steps. Stand steady, with your feet positioned comfortably shoulder-width apart, and consciously hold your balance for approximately 10 seconds. Now, at first glance, this might seem far too basic to have any significant impact. But these brief, intentional pauses actually train your inner sense of stability, heighten your body awareness, and give you a much greater feeling of control with every single step you take. When we're walking, it's so easy to fall into a steady rhythm. Our minds often focused on simply getting from point A to point B, without really noticing those subtle moments when our body might feel just a little bit unsteady. This is particularly true when we're walking on uneven surfaces, like garden paths or cracked sidewalks, or when fatigue starts to set in after a longer stretch of walking. In those vulnerable moments, even a brief lapse in focus or a slight lack of stability can unfortunately make you much more prone to tripping or slipping. The pause every 20 steps technique is specifically designed to address this very issue. By consciously stopping, standing firm, and actively focusing on your balance, you give your body a crucial chance to reset and recalibrate. This brief break actually engages the muscles in your legs, your hips, and your core in a slightly different way than constant walking does, which in turn significantly improves your overall coordination and strengthens your body's natural ability to stay in complete control. Picture yourself peacefully strolling through a beautiful park, perhaps enjoying the scenic trails covered in loose gravel or fallen leaves. Normally, you might just keep moving along without much conscious thought, trying to maintain a steady pace. But if the surface suddenly shifts beneath you, if a rogue rock juts out unexpectedly, or if a patch of the trail turns slick with moisture, you might not have enough time to react appropriately, sadly increasing your risk of a fall. However, with the simple habit of the 20-step pause, you build an automatic response that keeps your body constantly ready. During those brief 10 seconds of stillness, you are not just resting. You're actively training your balance, making your body much more attuned to any subtle changes in your environment. This is especially incredibly helpful for older adults, as our reflexes and our sense of balance can unfortunately weaken as we age. These short, intentional stops act like mini balance workouts, helping you develop crucial muscle memory and significantly boost your overall stability without ever needing to step foot in a gym. The inspiring story of Annette, a resilient 72-year-old from Oregon, vividly showcases the remarkable power of this simple technique. After experiencing 2 painful falls, one right in her own kitchen and another on her driveway, Annette understandably became quite hesitant to walk. She used to absolutely love her peaceful strolls around her backyard, but the uneven paths, often filled with loose stones and gnarled tree roots, filled her with a constant sense of dread. She would often rush through the trickier spots, desperately trying to get past them as quickly as possible, but this unfortunately only made her feel even more unsteady and vulnerable. When she was introduced to the 20-step pause technique, Annette was understandably skeptical at first. She wondered how simply stopping for a few seconds could possibly help when her main issue was feeling wobbly while she was actually moving. But, with an open mind, she decided to give it a try. Annette started practicing right in her own backyard, carefully counting out 20 steps, and then intentionally stopping, standing with her feet comfortably shoulder-width apart, and slightly tightening her core muscles to maintain her stability. During those brief 10 seconds, she consciously focused on her breathing and really tuned into how her body felt. At first, she felt a little bit shaky, but after just a few tries, she found herself standing much firmer and more confidently. What truly surprised her was that this simple technique didn't just improve her physical balance. It also brought a wonderful sense of mental clarity and calm. Each brief pause felt like a mini reset button for her body and her mind. She became much more aware of her posture, the placement of her feet, and her overall surroundings. Instead of rushing nervously over the rougher patches, she learned to intentionally slow down, consciously control each step, and feel remarkably more confident and in charge. Within just a few weeks, Annette wasn't just walking. She was truly savoring every single moment, knowing that she could intentionally pause at any time to regain her stability and her peace of mind. Applying this incredibly helpful tip is wonderfully straightforward. You can start practicing right at home, perhaps in a hallway or in your own yard, where you feel safe and comfortable. Simply walk slowly, carefully count out 20 steps, and then intentionally stop. Stand with your feet comfortably shoulder-width apart, maintain a straight posture, gently tighten your core muscles, and hold still for approximately 10 seconds. Don't rush yourself. Really focus on how your body feels, making any small adjustments if you feel a little wobbly. Then, simply continue walking and repeat this cycle. You'll likely notice that each pause helps you connect with your body in a deeper way, from your weight distribution to your muscle coordination. Over time, this will become second nature, and you'll find yourself walking with significantly more confidence and much less worry. Another fantastic perk of this simple trick is that it actually reduces stress while you're walking. Instead of constantly fretting about potentially tripping, you'll have the comforting knowledge that you'll be intentionally pausing every 20 steps to check in with yourself and regain your stability. This is particularly useful when you're walking on unfamiliar surfaces, like park trails or busy city streets. Plus, these brief pauses can actually save you energy, as you're not constantly straining to maintain your balance. You can even incorporate this technique indoors, particularly if you ever feel a little unsteady while moving between rooms. If you've ever felt wobbly while walking or experienced anxiety about losing your balance, please try this simple tip. Just a few minutes of daily practice will show you remarkable results not just in your physical steadiness, but also in your overall mental confidence. Just like Annette, you can absolutely rediscover the simple joy of walking, knowing that each step you take is firmly within your control. Start today, and let these brief, intentional pauses pave the way for a safer and much more confident journey ahead. 4. Swing arms naturally. In our dedicated journey to empower seniors to stay safe, incredibly confident, and fiercely independent while walking, one often overlooked but remarkably effective technique is to simply swing your arms naturally. Now, this tip might sound almost too simple to believe, but trust me, it can make a truly significant difference in dramatically reducing your risk of falls, a serious issue that countless older adults face, leading to painful injuries and shaken confidence, with a frightening emergency room visit happening every 11 seconds across the United States. Instead of keeping your arms rigidly stiff at your sides, as if you're standing at attention, or letting them hang limp and lifeless as you step, we strongly encourage you to swing them freely and rhythmically in sync with your strides. The seemingly small adjustment not only significantly improves your balance, but it also enhances the crucial coordination between your upper and lower body, making each step feel smoother, easier, and much more controlled. When we think about walking, most of us tend to focus solely on our feet and legs, completely forgetting that our arms actually play an equally vital role in our overall stability and movement. Picture yourself trying to move forward with your arms held rigidly or tightly pinned to your sides. It feels awkward and unnatural, doesn't it? This restricted posture actually disrupts your body's natural rhythm and flow, making you much more likely to lose your balance, especially when you're navigating uneven surfaces, like those charming garden paths or those unfortunately cracked sidewalks. On the other hand, when you consciously allow your arms to swing naturally in opposition to your legs, your left leg moving forward as your right arm swings gently forward, and vice versa, your body effortlessly finds its natural harmony and equilibrium. This intuitive motion not only helps you maintain a more upright and stable posture, but it also adds a subtle but significant amount of momentum, making each step feel lighter and less physically taxing. Plus, it can even ease tension in your shoulders and neck, bringing a wonderful sense of calm and relaxation throughout your walk. The reason this technique works so incredibly well lies in how it intelligently engages your whole body's natural coordination. When your arms swing rhythmically in sync with your legs, they act as a natural counterbalance, effectively steadying you as you move forward. This is particularly crucial for older adults, as over time, our posture can unfortunately become more slumped or stiff, often leading to back pain, general discomfort, and a higher chance of experiencing a fall. Consciously swinging your arms naturally promotes better spinal alignment, encouraging you to stand taller and use your muscles much more efficiently. It also aids in healthy blood flow and reduces unnecessary stress on your joints, making walking not just safer, but also significantly more enjoyable. You'll likely find that you can cover longer distances with less fatigue, feeling like your entire body is working together as a smooth and unified whole. Let's revisit the inspiring story of Patricia, our determined 72-year-old from Oregon, which vividly illustrates the incredible power of the simple tip. After those two painful falls, one in her kitchen and another on her driveway, Patricia understandably nearly gave up on her beloved walks. She used to absolutely enjoy her peaceful strolls around her backyard, but the constant fear of falling led her to subconsciously keep her arms locked tightly at her sides, mistakenly thinking it gave her more control and stability. Instead, this actually made her feel more clumsy and significantly more wobbly. When she was gently introduced to the idea of simply letting her arms swing naturally, Patricia felt a little self-conscious at first. She worried she might look a bit silly, as if she were trying too hard. But, with an open mind, she decided to give it a try. Starting with short, gentle walks in her own yard, Patricia consciously focused on relaxing her shoulders and simply allowing her arms to swing gently in rhythm with her steps. She made sure her right arm moved forward as her left leg stepped out, and vice versa, keeping the motion easy and completely enforced. At first, it felt a little strange and unfamiliar, but within just a few days, she noticed a remarkable change. Her strides became noticeably smoother, her body felt significantly less tense, and she stood much steadier, even on the uneven patches of her yard. What truly surprised her was an unexpected boost of energy. Instead of each step feeling like a heavy chore, Patricia began to truly enjoy walking again, experiencing a taller posture and a much brighter mood. After just a few weeks of consistent practice, she not only walked with much more confidence, but she also experienced less shoulder and neck pain, as if her body had been wonderfully freed from some invisible constraint. Practicing this incredibly helpful tip is easy and can be done absolutely anywhere, right now. Start by consciously relaxing your shoulders and arms. If you notice you're holding any tension there, take a deep, cleansing breath and gently let it go. As you begin to walk, simply let your arms swing naturally in rhythm with the opposite leg. There's absolutely no need to overdo it. Just keep the motion gentle, comfortable, and natural, as if it's the way your body instinctively wants to move. For an added benefit, you can lightly engage your core muscles to help stabilize yourself and avoid twisting your torso too much. If this feels new to you, try practicing for just 5 to 10 minutes per walk, and then gradually build up the duration as it becomes easier and more natural. You can even practice indoors, perhaps down a hallway, or in your own yard, where you feel secure and completely undistracted. Another fantastic perk of this simple technique is that it can actually make you feel more vibrant and energetic, with your arms swinging in harmonious sync with your legs. You'll likely notice that you walk with greater confidence and much less worry about stumbling. This is particularly helpful when you're navigating unfamiliar terrain, like busy city streets or winding park trails. Plus, the rhythmic motion can even lift your mood, as it gently encourages your body to release those wonderful endorphins, sparking feelings of joy and ease. For seniors, it's a fantastic and gentle way to stay flexible and healthy without having to engage in any complex exercises. If you've ever caught yourself keeping your arms stiff while walking or felt like your body lacks a natural rhythm, please give this technique a try. Just a few minutes of daily practice will show you remarkable results not just in your physical stability, but also in your overall comfort and the sheer joy of movement. Just like Patricia, you can absolutely rediscover your love for walking, knowing that each step is beautifully backed by your body's natural harmony. Start today, and let your swinging arms guide you on a safer and much more energized path ahead. If you are still watching this video and finding these incredibly valuable lessons useful, please leave a comment below with the number 2 to let me know that you are still here with me. Thank you so much for your valuable time. 5. Plan a safe route. In our ongoing and heartfelt effort to help seniors maintain their safety, unwavering confidence, and the pure joy of walking, one crucial but often tragically overlooked technique is to proactively plan safe routes. This seemingly simple tip can make a truly enormous difference in dramatically reducing your risk of falls, a serious issue affecting thousands of older adults, with a heartbreaking emergency room visit happening every 11 seconds across the United States. Instead of habitually sticking to familiar but potentially risky paths, like those cracked sidewalks that seem to appear out of nowhere, poorly lit streets that can hide unseen dangers, or uneven terrain that can trip you up in an instant, we strongly encourage you to carefully evaluate and consciously choose routes that are relatively flat, well lit, and completely free of unnecessary obstacles. This proactive change not only helps you avoid potential dangers that could lead to a devastating fall, but it also brings a profound sense of peace of mind, making each and every step you take feel more comfortable, secure, and genuinely enjoyable. The environment around us actually impacts our walking safety much more than many of us realize. Imagine you're taking a leisurely stroll in the late afternoon on a familiar road, but the fading light makes it increasingly difficult to spot that treacherous sidewalk crack or that unexpected low-hanging branch stretching across your path. These seemingly minor hazards could easily cause a stumble, leading to a painful injury and severely shaking your confidence. Sadly, many older adults tend to stick to the same walking routes out of habit or simple convenience, not fully realizing that those once safe paths may no longer be the best or safest options for them. However, by simply taking a little extra time to thoughtfully assess and intentionally select better routes, such as those beautiful park trails, the smooth surfaces of school tracks, or quiet, well-maintained neighborhoods with even sidewalks, you can drastically cut your chances of experiencing a fall. This powerful technique doesn't ask you to change how you walk. It simply focuses on strategically changing where you walk. Yet, its positive impact can be truly profound. The fundamental reason this tip works so effectively lies in how it removes unnecessary stress and anxiety from the entire walking experience. When you're constantly navigating a path riddled with potential obstacles, your mind understandably stays on high alert, constantly focusing on dodging hazards instead of being able to relax and truly enjoy the journey. This constant state of tension not only tires you out more quickly, but it also unfortunately increases the likelihood of losing your balance, as you're too preoccupied with watching out for dangers to fully control your body's movements. In stark contrast, consciously choosing a safe route allows you to finally relax, focus on your steps, and even take in the beauty of the scenery around you. This is particularly vital for seniors, as our vision and reflexes may naturally weaken with age, making it more challenging to quickly spot and react to potential risks. A smooth, well-lit path not only significantly lowers your chance of falling, but it also powerfully boosts your confidence, encouraging you to walk more often and stay active and healthy as you age. Let's look at the inspiring story of Eleanor, our determined 72-year-old from Oregon, which clearly demonstrates the remarkable power of this proactive technique. After experiencing those two painful falls, one right in her own kitchen and another on her driveway, Eleanor understandably grew quite afraid to even leave her house. She used to absolutely love her evening walks around her neighborhood, but her usual route was unfortunately full of potential risks, those uneven and cracked sidewalks, those dimly lit stretches of road, and those subtle but treacherous slopes that constantly kept her on edge. Every single step she took was filled with the nagging worry of tripping again. When it was gently suggested that she try planning safer walking routes, Eleanor initially thought it was completely unnecessary. After all, she had walked that same path for decades. But as she started to pay closer attention, she began to truly notice the numerous dangers she had previously just ignored, those wide cracks in the pavement, those dark and shadowy stretches of road, and those overgrown shrubs that spilled out onto the sidewalk, narrowing her walking space. Eleanor decided to bravely try making a change. She did a little research and discovered a lovely nearby school that had a flat, well-lit walking track that was completely free of any obstacles. Her first walk there felt like a breath of fresh air. No longer did she have to constantly squint at the ground or live in fear of a hidden snag. She could finally step with a newfound sense of assurance and confidence. The smooth, even surface and the clear, bright lighting gave her a wonderful sense of security, and she actually began to eagerly look forward to her walks instead of dreading them. Within just a few weeks, Eleanor wasn't just walking more. She was feeling genuinely happier and more at ease. She realized that choosing a safe route didn't just prevent falls. It actually rekindled her pure joy in moving, as if she had miraculously reclaimed her precious freedom. Applying this incredibly helpful tip is easy and you can start right away. First, take a good look at the routes you usually take for your walks. Are there noticeable cracks in the pavement? Is the lighting sufficient to see clearly, especially at dusk or dawn? Are there any spots that consistently make you feel uneasy or unsafe? If so, it's time to actively look for alternatives. Local parks with well-maintained paths, school tracks that are open to the public, or quiet residential streets with smooth sidewalks are all excellent places to start your search. Once you've identified a safe route that appeals to you, make it a regular part of your routine. Try to walk at the same time each day if your schedule allows, but always prioritize your safety over the distance you cover. A short, enjoyable walk on a smooth and safe path is far more beneficial than a long, anxiety-ridden walk full of potential risks. Another fantastic benefit of this technique is that it actually motivates you to keep walking. Knowing that your chosen route is safe and pleasant makes you much less hesitant to head out the door, helping you stay active and maintain your overall health as you age. Plus, a beautiful and safe walking path often offers opportunities to relax, connect with nature, or even chat with friendly neighbors, greatly enriching your entire walking experience. For seniors, this simple act of planning a safe route can be the very thing that encourages them to make walking a regular and enjoyable part of their daily lives. If you've ever felt nervous or anxious while walking due to your surroundings, please try this incredibly helpful tip. Taking just a little time to thoughtfully pick a safe route can completely transform how you feel about getting around. Just like Eleanor, you can absolutely rediscover the joy and confidence of walking, knowing that each and every step you take is backed by a reliable and secure path. Start today, and let safe routes lead you towards a healthier, happier, and much more confident journey ahead. That brings us to the end of our 5 simple yet incredibly powerful walking tricks designed to help you move with unshakable confidence and stay safe with every single step you take. From the simple act of scanning 4 steps ahead to the empowering technique of swinging your arms naturally, these tips have already empowered thousands of individuals, just like Eleanor from Oregon, to reclaim their precious freedom and the pure joy of walking. We would absolutely love to hear from you. What's the one thing you've learned today that you're most excited to try? Perhaps it's the mindful heel-to-toe technique or the proactive step of planning a safer route. Please, drop a comment below and share which tip you're planning to bring into your daily life. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, please take a moment to leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Sharing this video with your friends and family could also make a huge difference in their lives. Finally, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more practical and empowering tips to help you stay active, healthy, and thriving as you age. Valuable lesson. The most valuable lesson we can take away from these simple yet profound walking tips is that taking small, conscious steps can lead to significant improvements in our safety, confidence, and overall well-being. By incorporating these techniques into our daily routine, we can proactively address the fear of falling and continue to enjoy the many physical and mental benefits that walking provides. It's a powerful reminder that we have the ability to take control of our health and independence, one confident step at a time. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, how helpful did you find this video? And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future valuable content.